We're going to do backwards scissors. Now it's really important that you have unlocked backwards skating and you're quite competent with that. So if you need any help, I have got a backwards skating playlist to help you. So the most important thing for this is, even though we're going backwards, you must ensure to have your weight on that front truck still. And also, if you could just pretend that I'm wearing wrist guards, a helmet and knee pads, definitely recommend those as a bare minimum. So obviously, if you can already do forward scissors, this is going to be a huge advantage because you're going to know the feeling of the inside and the outside edges. But when you do it backwards, the front foot is a little bit more deliberate. So what I would suggest you do is do your front scissors and be very aware of keeping your feet away from each other. So here, I need to make sure that this front foot is going to come forward enough to get out of the way of the other one. So I need a good gap. What I'm doing is I'm oversteering the front leg. So here, I'm going to push this one. And now I'm going to push this one. So the one at the front is the one that's doing most of the work. So when we go backwards in a minute, that is how we're going to do it. We're going to use that one at the front. That is going to be our leading foot, even though it's in front of us. But that is what's going to put the weight on that front truck and make us safe. So when we did backward bubbles, do you remember this kick out? For the next bit, you're going to need that kick out. So to have a quick practice of that so you're comfortable with it again. And then I'm going to show you the backward scissors. When we learnt the forward scissors, we didn't do the full cross at first. So we're going to do the exact same thing with the back ones. So we're going to do a bubble, but you're going to let one foot drift so you're in line. So I'm going to do my inside edges, but I'm going to let this one drift so I'm in line. And I'm going to go here. So what I'm doing is going into a staggered stance in between each bubble. So I'm here and then I'm stagger. Here and stagger. So this is going to help you keep that weight on the front of your foot and get ready. Once you get to this position here, it's all about the foot that's in front. And this foot that's in front is going to do our little kick out to get back out again. The idea is that we do a bubble and you let it drift. This foot will then drift a bit further over. I'm going to do my kick out to get it to go back out again. So I'm here, I'm drifting, kick out. All the while you're doing this bubble, stagger, and then kicking out the front foot, you're relatively safe. It's not until you start actually doing the scissors and crossing your feet that that back leg becomes an issue and it can start to trip you up. So once you get to that stage, you need to do the kick out on both feet. So you're getting untwisted. If you go back to your forward bubbles, we're still doing our inside, outside edges. But when you get to this outside, you're going to keep your weight to the front truck so your feet are light so you can lift to kick back out. So you're getting out of your own way quicker because obviously we're backwards, don't want to get your feet twisted together. So I'm here, I'm doing my outsides, but I'm going to kick just to get me back and unraveled quickly. So here, here, kick, kick. It's just at that turning point, I'm going to kick out. Now. So I'm just putting a little bit more weight towards my toes so my heels will slide. You haven't got to lift right up. It's not a toe manual, it's just a lift to get those heels back out so you don't knock yourself over. Concentrate on the front foot because that is the one that's in charge. So I'm going to do it here and I'm thinking front foot, front foot. More weight on that front foot. I'm still going to kick out, but my front foot is the one that's mainly doing the work. So once it swaps to the front, it gets more weight. I'm still kicking out the back foot, but this front one is the one that's doing most of the work, and that is the foot that's mainly in charge. All you're doing with that back foot is just kicking it out the way. So I get that this is quite scary backwards. So there's a little drill I can show you to help you practice that front foot. what I'm going to do is this front foot. So I'm doing the lift that I need. So I'm going to do here, and I'm just going to do that. So I'm going to let it drift back over and kick it out. Inside edge, outside kick. Inside edge, outside kick. And on the other foot, inside edge, outside kick. Inside edge, outside kick. So it's just getting that little bit of muscle memory on that front foot. Because if you haven't got to think about the front foot so much, then you can worry about the back one that's going to trip you up. You can feel that you can do this really quickly if you're light on that front truck. So your heel, it's got hardly any weight on it, and you can really get that foot, and it's really agile if you've got all the weight on the front truck. Like that. And then when you're ready, you can add that back foot in. So I'm here, like that. So this is just keeping that foot in front. So I'm not doing alternated feet, I'm doing one foot, here, kick. One foot, here, kick. One foot, here, kick. And now I'm kicking both my feet. Then you can do it on the other foot. Here, kick, here, kick. So I'm kicking the back one as well now. Then you can work up to doing one, then the other. So that just makes it a little bit less scary because you've practiced the front foot separately. So hopefully that will help you unlock this. This is one of those ones that you're like, oh, backwards scissors. I can do it forwards, how hard can it be? It is a tricky skill. Please make sure you stay safe and you work up to it at your own pace. I'm Katie, which is Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye.